guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm doing this look right here for you. It was really just inspired by basic monotone lids. I don't know why, but I feel like that really does complement my eye shape, which you guys know is very almond and also hooded. So I was just kind of inspired to do a look that everyone could recreate, regardless if you do have hooded eyes or not. I mean, this look would work for everyone. And I also wanted to do a little swatch fest of the new Makeup Forever Artist Liquid Matte Lipsticks. There's 6 of these, or at least I was sent 6 of these, and I've really been enjoying them. They're definitely really comfortable on the lips. They are long lasting, and I think these shades are just gonna appeal to everyone. They're just great, popular, trendy shades that everybody just loves. So I'm going to swatch those at the end of the video after I get done with this makeup look. And if you're interested, then let's go ahead and get started. I'm starting off with my Becca First Light Priming Filter Primer, and this is the new one they just released. It really does make your skin look radiant and healthy. I just love that lavender tint that it has, and I've been using it non-stop. I'm moisturizing my lips with the new Bite Beauty Agave Lip Balm. Very nice stuff there. And I pulled out my Dior Air Flash Foundation for this, honestly, because it was so expensive and I have not used it in a month or so, and I was like, you know what, need to get my money out of this stuff. So really just pulled that out on a whim, and I'm using that on the new EcoTools sponge. This is the big one. I got a pack of 2. It came with a small one and a big one. The small one was just really hard. I could never get it to become soft, and the big one is actually quite nice. I've been liking it. It does tear pretty easily, but as far as like cleaning and application, it's pretty nice. Moving into concealer, Tarte Shape Tape. I have not used this a lot on my channel. I like this concealer. It is pretty heavy, but I did want more of a medium full coverage look today, so that's what I chose to use. And I'm using the shade Light Sand, and I think they have different names. If you go on the website, they're named differently. I got mine at Ulta. I've noticed that with Tarte's foundations and concealers, sometimes they have different names. I don't know, it's kind of strange, or they'll have 2 names, but this one on the box, it said Light Sand. It's kind of like a perfect color for me. It's really pale and it has that nice neutral yellow undertone. For my under eye setting powder, I'm using the NYX Banan Powder. This is on one of the new EcoTools brushes. Honestly, I really do love the brushes. I can't say anything bad about the brushes. They're super soft. They apply product great. And this is one that came, I think, in a highlighting set that I got. And to set the rest of my face, I'm using the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder. I've had this for a while. I just set the rest of my face with that, and then I went in with the Nars contouring blushes. These are really great if you want to contour but you have fair skin. It just adds that perfect color to the contoured areas of your face. It's not too orange. It really has more of a pink undertone, which is surprising, but it looks great on fair skin. I would definitely recommend it. To further bronze my face, I picked out my Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. I put away the Laguna bronzer for this tutorial so I could use something different. This used to be one of my favorites, but Laguna kind of took its spot. So I'm just using that to add extra warmth into my skin, and the brush I'm using is the MAC 135. I always get questions on this brush. It's great for quick contouring. For blush, I'm also using a matte blush. This is Warm Soul. Never reach for this. Honestly, it's not a favorite of mine, but I didn't want a super blushy look, and this kind of blended in with the bronzer a little bit, so that's why I chose it. For highlighter, I'm using this limited edition one, Don't Kill Me. This was from the holiday collection, the Nutcracker palette. I'm using the highlighter in there, but it's actually very similar to Becca's Opal. So if you have Opal, this is pretty much identical. I would say a mixture of Opal and Mary Luminizer from the Balm. I just never got any use out of this palette. I don't know why. So I was just trying to pull out some products that I hadn't used before. And for my eyes, I already filled in my brows with my Anastasia Perfect Brow Pencil, and I already did one eye just to save some time. So I just primed this eye with my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot, and I'm going to be working from the Naked Basics Original Palette. So I'm picking up the lightest pink tone shade in that palette, and I'm just putting that all over my lid as a base color. And next, I'm going to go in with the shade Faint, I believe, which is that nice kind of mid-tone brown color, and I'm going to use that all over my lid. If you have hooded eyelids, it's really great to bring the shadow up as far as you can because it gives that illusion of a larger lid. Even though you don't really have much lid space to actually work with, it still makes your eyes look like they're a bit larger, blended out, airbrushed. You get the picture. Now I'm taking the darkest brown color in the palette and I'm just layering that on top basically. This is a Real Techniques base shadow brush, I believe, and I'm just using that same brush basically throughout the entire eyelid look. It's super easy when you're doing a monotone lid color like this or a monotoned eye look like this, just to use one brush because it's nothing fancy and it's super easy to do. And then I just took that same darker brown color on a Real Techniques brow brush, and I used that to define my lower lash line as well as my top lash line, since I am using false lashes. And then I just swept that out with, this is an old Coastal Scents brush. Honestly, they probably don't even make it anymore, but you can just use a pencil brush to sweep out the lower lash line. And then I just took both of those lighter colors to highlight the inner corner of my eye. Now I'm tight lining with a black liner from Bare Minerals. I didn't want there to be any pink showing or any gaps since I'm going to be using the falsies. And the false lashes I'm using are the Eyelure 117s. And I'm just applying some MAC Extended Play Gigablack Lash before I do that. But the Eyelure 117s, those have been my favorite kind of daily lash. They're a little bit more textured than the Ardell Demi Wispies. They add a little bit more flare to my eyes. You notice them a little bit more. So really been enjoying these lashes. Now we're moving into the Makeup Forever liquid lipsticks. This is the shade 101, a really nice pale peach color. The second shade is 103, and it's a little bit deeper, very similar, but a little bit deeper. Next shade is 105, and this is kind of like that dusty mauve color that everybody loves these days. It's got a hint of a lavender or purple undertone in it as well. And moving into the shade 107, this is kind of like a milk or Swiss chocolate color. It's more on the lighter side of browns. It definitely does complement more fair skin tones. If you are trying to pull off that brown look, this would definitely be a really pretty shade. And then the shade that the shade that surprised me the most is this one. This is 109, and it's just this gorgeous rosy tone color. It's so pretty. I love that one. Definitely one of my favorites. And the last color is 203. This is a bubblegum mauve color, in my opinion. Not my favorite, not my personal favorite. It's pretty, but not my personal fave. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial and these swatches. If you have any questions, feel free to leave those down below, and I'll see y'all in my next one. Bye.